Well, hey everybody, it's Tom here. Welcome back to my shop. So, if you saw the camera mount build, I had to turn the large 2-foot tubes over here on the jet lathe and had to use a steady rest to support it. Well, I think I'm going to have some more jobs coming in fairly soon, making more of those camera mounts. So I need to upgrade these fingers from bronze fingers to rolling fingers. You know, get rid of these right here. So these came out real easy. I mean, that's it. So I am tickled that swapping these over from these to rollers is going to be pretty easy. But at the same point, I discovered an issue here that we're going to have to address. Kind of like that. So let me get you in closer and show you what's going on. So you're looking at the hinge on this steady rest here. Now keep in mind this lathe was made in Taiwan in 1981. So, you know, back then the quality was good, but I'm not sure where the quality control went when it came to this steady rest. And there's no way this is just wear, because if you look at it, let me move you a little bit. It's not machined straight. So I was thinking I could just put a washer in here, take up that slop, but as you see, the washer would only go halfway down. It's tighter here than it is up here. And then if you take a side view there, it's not, they didn't machine it very straight. Of course, you know, the casting may have been lacking right there too. So we're gonna have to go in here and clean this up, get everybody true and happy. Probably have to make a bushing, and that way it'll be nice and tight. We won't have any wiggling around there. And then, like I said, we can get these fingers out. I'm kind of glad these came out that easy. You know, this is it. So we got a nice bore to work with. So that's nice. I picked up a set of these roller lifters. So you engine guys, you know what I'm talking about, but for those that don't, normally you have a hydraulic lifter that rides on your camshaft that pushes the push rod and hits your, you know, your rocker arm and then opens your valves. Well, these would ride on the lobes. So in theory, there's, you know, less friction, and you know, you can get better, higher RPMs and better performance. So that's what these out of. I just found a inexpensive set. I'll show you guys the part number if you're curious. Of course, you know, it's hard as the dickens, but I think we'll still be okay if we, you know, cut her here. This diameter's 3/4 of an inch, 0.750. And then we can just bore this out a little bit, and we can slide that baby in there. And on the other side here, you know, drill and tap a set screw, so that way it'll retain it in the 12 o'clock position. And bam, you know, Bob's your uncle will do it 3 times. So this fix will be easy. I said we'll have to address this though first, I guess. Let's get this right. So that's what this video is about. Get this steady rest ready to make some more camera mounts. So I got everything broken down. Hopefully you guys can see it a little bit better in this position. Now, I mean, theoretically it could be wear, but holy cow. I mean, how many times would you have to open and close this thing to get the wear that it is at? So, let me show you how bad it is. This is a 775 gauge pin. So fits really nice down the bottom. You take it up here. This is a 823, and it just goes in there at the top. So, I mean, you got a 48 thousandths difference from the bottom to the top. You know, wow. So, like I said, could be wear. Could be, you know, they didn't machine it right, or a combination of the both. I don't know, but there's no way to get this thing, you know, locked down and snug when you've got those irregular surfaces like that. So I think this is a good job for the horizontal boring mill. We can lay her down and we can just run an end mill through her and clean it up. and we should be good. Here is the part number for any of you guys that are curious. Like I said, I just went on, I might have got these off eBay, can't remember. Just looked for an inexpensive set, and all I'm doing now, I'm just pulling the guts out of these so we can machine them. Fairly simple. Just have a retaining clip. So this is a hydraulic part. The push rod is on. That goes up to your rocker arm. So we'll get this stuff out, and then we'll get them to size. There's a little bit of oil already in there, so that's what I'm fighting. Come on, baby. There we go. Alright, so that's what the inside looks like. There's the spring. So we got a nice hollow cavity so we can cut her right there. And we'll be good. Did I get my tip? Oh, nope. Whew. That was close. It wanted to. Set up here over at the Inco. So what we do is got to enlarge these holes on these, I don't know, what do you want to call these, studs, whatever. So those rollers will fit in there. It's going to be a little bit thin wall right there, but we still should have enough meter, so it'll be alright, I think. So I just need to whittle away. I believe we're there. These measurements are different for each one. This is the smallest one. So if I screw it up, then I can go to the medium size or the bigger one, but I think we're gonna be good right there. All right, let me get the other two done. Set up over here at the mill. Now what we need to do, we gotta retain these things so they don't move on us. So go on the opposite side of the slot. Going to drill and tap for a 1/4 20 set screw. So going to take the end mill, just kind of kiss it so we get a flat, make things easier. Alright, that's where we need to be. So this is my setup. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. And hopefully it's not getting blown out too bad. Hang on, let me get you closer. But so all I did was take a parallel, run it against the back of that face so I could get this axis straight, and then put a gauge pin and a drill chuck and went her in there so we were center in there. So I think we're good. Got a ER40 collet holder with a 3/4 inch 2 flute end mill, a little bit long, but I need that extra length to be able to get all the way into the back there. So hopefully it won't have too much deflection. And also I haven't had a chance to cut a slot in it for a taper lock key. So hopefully this thing will stay in here and not walk or move. Fingers crossed, but we're just taking light cuts on cast iron, so I think we're going to be good. Get a little light in there, maybe that'll help. Yeah, I was afraid of that. She pulled right out. Well, guess we got a side project. We got a mill a slot in that thing. Alright, now that that's done, let's get back over to the boring mill and get it back set up. See if we can't get that slot enlarged. Alright, take two. all set up to start working on the top part of the steady rest. So what I need to do is get these two surfaces flat and parallel. Well, I still got the steady rest bolted down to the table. I think what I want to do is I want to fix this hole here. Because let me see if I can get a good shot right here. Hang on. Move there. Let's see. Can you see that? So look. That's the natural way it wants to go in, which is crooked. I mean, if you push it, it'll go, but see, we got all this wiggle. So I'm going to drill that out. And then when we make the spacers, what we'll do is I'll cut the spacers so so it'll have a shoulder and it'll go halfway in that hole, and then the other one will go the other halfway, and then we'll have a nice fit instead of this slop here. And going in crooked, it'll go in straight. See if I can hold the light right. So I got the steady rest together. All I've done is use gauge pins to figure out the spacing on both sides of that hinge. So stuff is so hard, it's pushing my parting blade back into the holder. Let's see if you guys pick that up on camera. God almighty. Moved back 1/4 inch already. I got it cranked down hard. Gee whiz. Look what I got. All right, buddy, you ready? Pew! You gonna give it to me or you gonna drop it like 8 feet away from me? Alright. Get this one and then I gotta get back on spacers. Bandsaw's about to wrap up. Yeah, there it went. Alright, I was trying to get this thing parted off, but man, this stuff's so hard. I guess this is, I don't know, what, maybe 932 bronze. It just, I can't hold that parting blade. It just pushes it back in that holder, and I've got it cinched down really hard. But at least I got this nub here to hold on to, so I'll get this thing faced off, get it cleaned up. We should be at dimension. I'll get the other one knocked out, and then you'll meet me over at the bench. Alright, so here are the spacers. They came out pretty good. I had to test fit, wouldn't fit, you know, so then I took about 30 thou down on this one, and now we got a good fit. I know we kind of wasted some material making them like this, but figured this is probably the easiest in the long run because that way it locates in these holes instead of just making a flat disc that would go in there, and then I gotta try to glue them down so they stay, and then I've got to drill the hole and all that good stuff. So it's like, just easier, just take a little extra time and turn them this way. See if I can do this in frame. So I've got a little longer bolt because I like this smooth shoulder so I can ride more on that instead of the threads. So probably going to trim the bolt down. Alright, so now she feels good. On camera pickup, we got barely any rock. I mean, we got to have a little bit of movement so we can open it up, right? So that's awesome. I'm happy with that. So I think what I'm going to do now, since we're at this stage, it's pretty much broken down. I'll go ahead and clean this up, throw a coat of paint on it, and then once that dries, we'll stick the roller fingers in there, and this steady rest upgrade will be done. Well, so there you have it. One steady rest modified and complete. So it would have been a lot quicker job, just replacing these rollers and the fingers, since that was easy breezy lemon squeezy kind of deal. It was kind of nice the way they had those bronze inserts. They came right out and we had a nice hole to work with, but glad to get this wobble out of it. So now it'll, secure the shafting or tubing a lot better, because I mean it was moving back and forth pretty bad. Of course, that aluminum tubing is not round either, so that didn't help. So it compounded, you know, things. But now I'm happy to have this fixed. I was worried I'd probably get a call from an electrician saying he needed one of those big ones done and this wasn't done, but he hasn't called yet for the big ones, so we're good there. I did make a couple other ones for him off camera, but all in all, glad to have it upgraded. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I appreciate you guys watching and hanging out. Welcome all my new subscribers to the channel. Try to do machining and fab and welding. Mr. Chaos is hanging out over there. He says thanks for watching also, and we'll catch you on the next video. All right, guys? See ya. Bye.